Hello YouTube, Gold Silver Strength here, and this is a market recap for August 4th, 2020, and we'll be covering the three major indices, the DXY, Russell 2000, Bitcoin, gold, and silver. So let's go straight into the daily chart for the DXY. It formed a top tail, but it got lower today to 93.27. And this is clearly the formation of a channel right here. You can see that there is a two top tails right here at $94 and a bottom tail here at $92.50. So we can expect the DXY to chop around here, which is still weaker considering what it has been in the past with an average of 100, until there are further signs of any price action moving up or down. The Dow put on some gain today following the response from yesterday's candle. Now it closed over the 9-day moving average, and it's looking to continue this momentum towards up until the 27,000 level. And just like the DXY, it also has a channel forming right here as it's going to test 27,000, or it could bounce and to the level right below 26,000 right here at 25,920. Let's go over to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq chopped sideways today, even though it put on some fractional gains. It finished above what it did yesterday, but the candle is very small compared to price actions it did in the past. I'm just looking to see when candles chop sideways with new highs, did it go down or did it continue on upward? Right here we can see that it chopped sideways and then it followed slight gain with a massive candle down. Similar here, it formed a second candle right here and then went down. So this is a good position you want to be in if you're a long holder, but you need to be aware that these drastic price actions up can also result to massive candles down, and that will lead to some losses in the near future. So we should be prepared for the Nasdaq for either a price action move up or down. The S&P 500 traded similar to the Nasdaq. It finished slightly above its local highs, slightly higher than yesterday. And it appears recently when it makes new highs, it either will continue to go up or take a drastic cut back down. It doesn't really trade sideways when it makes new highs. So similar to the Nasdaq, we can expect the S&P 500 to either open and close with a massive candle up or a really bearish candle down. The Russell 2000 finished with minor gains. It finished and closed the day with at 2158. It still has to test these levels at 2188, but as far as the retracement since June 9, 2020, it already retraced back up more than 80%, so it doesn't have a trend in terms of being bearish. So this, you will never short a position on the Russell 2000, but according to the MA Cross, there is some bullish momentum, so we can expect it for a breakout at 2186, and then from that position we can look for any possible trading edges and make a lot of money from that. Bitcoin is trading sideways, formed a doji. If you followed my previous video on the weekly forecast of Bitcoin, you would see that this is what is expected if it doesn't have a sharp price action candle up or down. It needs to rest, it needs to consolidate, and when the price actions consolidate, they usually chop sideways and don't put on any massive gains up or down. So right now it's just a holding period for Bitcoin. and we have to wait and see what future price action is going to hold. Right now it's touching the 9-day moving average, so there's still a lot of bullish momentum, but you have to also be aware that in the past, when Bitcoin is greatly above the 9-day moving average, it tends to touch it and then touch the 26th day and then always meet back in the middle and chop sideways for a little bit, and then it makes another price action up. So from this point, you can still expect a downward move up to 10,000, but no more than that. And if it does do that, that would be a huge buying opportunity for me, at least in the short term. And you should be confident that Bitcoin will make another massive spike up until the Fibonacci extensions that I talked about in the video that I posted earlier this week, and I can put it in a card right above. Gold formed a massive green candle upward, which is very, very bullish. It broke out of its recent highs, and this is the first time gold tested 2,000 in a very, very long time. I'm just looking at past price action candles when it breaks out of its local highs, and it keeps on going higher. So very good signs for people that hold any gold contracts, gold positions. This is a very positive price action candle, and it should continue from here. Silver is currently testing its past local high at 26.23. It needs to break it for me to see whether or not it wants to continue that momentum. But other than that, it's still trading in the range. It's formed a massive green candle up towards today and closing very close to its recent highs. So the question now is, will silver be able to break these local highs and continue to ascend to $30 or $35? That'll be something to watch out for. But other than that, it really moves sideways, and we can expect to see it if it does not break these recent highs. So that'll conclude this market recap. Everything put on some slight gain. Gold is looking extremely bullish, and we have a couple of warning signs in the Nasdaq or S&P 500, and even silver, where there are some candles that spiked upward, or like in the Nasdaq or S&P 500, based off previous price action, it broke over local highs, but it's trading sideways, and that is either signaling a sharp move up or sharp move down, which is a good position to be in because you want this type of volatility to make more money, and that opens up a lot of trading opportunity for a lot of people. So I hope this video helps you guys, and thank you for listening. Are you tired of losing in trading and investing? Check out my videos where I do a bare bones analysis on just the price action. No fancy indicators, no gimmicks, just trend analysis and winning here. And I'll see you guys in the next video.